Let's try it again. How many of you guys have a job in here? Seriously.
Oh no. So they should do a better
I got a job. No. Look. If you have a job, everybody wants this to be their job, right? This is where you're gonna make your bread, right? This is where you're gonna feed your family and take care of yourself, right? See, right now, if good enough, we say, hey, I can find you a deal and maybe I can get you to Mexico. But I ain't gonna do that. Because what this tells me is, you got a job right there. Right? You got a job? You work for someone, right? Where you work at? Orlando, right? Where you work at? Huh? Orlando, right? Where you work at? Where you work at? So we got a job. We got jobs. We got guys that have a job. But here's the smallest detail everybody forgets. Coach, I got a job. I just ain't got no money. If you ain't got no money, you can't do nothing, right?
Right.
If you ain't got no money, you can't live. If you can't live, you gotta struggle. If you gotta struggle, that means you gotta walk your happy ass to the next person to go and say, hey, I need help. Can you help me out? But here's the thing, you shouldn't have to do that. See, what every player does, and Ron can vouch for this, what every player does, they expect a team like this to pay their salary. Where did you go to school at? Where did you play ball at? College. Where did you play college? Okay. Where did you go play internationally? Okay. Where did you go play college? Where did you go play internationally? Internationally. So, what value do you hold to a team like mine to pay you money? I just told this man who played in Slovakia, I just told him on the phone the other day, he's not worth a penny out of my pocket. Didn't I tell you that? See, players want to get paid to play the game, but they don't understand that the business is not built on the money you make here. It's built on the money you make there. You make a name for yourself as a pro here. Here is where you develop into a man. Here is where we help you communication skills. Here's where we help you develop into understanding the industry. You see this man? What has he been doing all day? He's been recording all day, right? So what does that tell me? And what does that tell you? That tells me I can go back on this film and I can look at each and every one of you, look at exactly what you look like, how you act, when the referee called play, what you did you put your head down, did you attitude? What were you doing when I wasn't looking? I got a man right here that can tell me that. One will tell you what these coaches look at. They look at character. They look at the quality of a player. This is easy. This is the easy part of basketball. Anybody can do this. Daytona Beach has got a team called the Daytona Beach Sharks. They had a tryout the other day. They played shirts and skins out here. They didn't do anything that you did today. They didn't do vertical. They didn't do measurement. They didn't do weight. They didn't sit out here and do agility drills. They didn't sit out here and do your speed test. They didn't do your ball. No, what they did was they brought a bunch of guys in the gym. They sat there, they stretched a little bit. They went out there, they ran up and down the floor for about seconds. Then they got on the floor and they played basketball. And just to tell you how bad it was, you had parents walking in the door when DME Academy has 18 and 19-year-olds a part of a program telling DME they don't want their kids to be a part of something like this. Not my program. I'm talking about the on the beach. Sharks, the pro team. They don't want their kids to be a part of that. And why? Because of presentation, the way it looked, and how bad the basketball players were. You guys at least look somewhat like basketball players. And why? Because you ran plays. You ran as a group. That's the difference. I don't allow basketball players to come out here and play every guy. That was the kid. I just say let's play with him. That's what we're up and down the court. When you stay in, you start developing a football over there. That's our core. That's what we're putting. You would not believe how many people would be willing to help you. I'm not just talking about me. I'm talking about other people outside the box, outside the door, outside the businesses, the fans, other people. They see what you want to do with your life, and the only way you're going to be able to do it is if you show them that you care. That's what I don't have really to say to do. I was homeless for 5 years. Stayed underneath the bridge. Took a bath in Lakeshore Pond. Wore 2 different colored shoes. With dumpster diving for food. Stayed behind the restaurant just so I could be able to get all the last servings at the end of the day. I survived. It was hell. Don't get me wrong. It was hell. And when I played ball, basketball was my life. I'm just like y'all. Basketball was going to save me. Basketball was the only way I knew I was going to grow to be the man that I am today. And guess what? I'm still in the game of basketball. I'm still a basketball coach. I don't care what anybody says. I don't know. Because I know one thing. I know that basketball players today get fit. You basketball players get fit. You guys get fit. Why? Because you go to camp, go to tryouts, go to exposure. You just can't get anything together. You just came from a tryout with your Orlando City Lightning, with Barry Mitchell. And 8 players. How long were you there? Now here's a guy that wants to play with this somewhere and he decides to show up. And here's a guy that he's about to try out and wants to see what the players can do. He's willing to take you with you to come out and take a look at somebody. But then you walk into a gym that isn't even structured. No organization. How many of you, this is your first time here at DME? What do you think about the facility? It's nice, ain't it? It's nice, ain't it? You know that I am the only organization that looks to train, develop, and film you, and get you the hell out of here. I'm not here to invest my money into you. I'm here to invest my money into guys like one, into the D-League officials, to bring you into a professional atmosphere, to get you exposure that you need to get out of here. That's my job. I'm not here to baby you. I'm not here to take care of you. I'm not your mom. I ain't your daddy. But I am a damn basketball coach. But this coach here isn't going to sugarcoat nothing. You you go to tryouts. I know for a fact you go to tryouts. I was just telling that lady over there when she was sitting over there. I said, one thing you're gonna find out real quick is I'm gonna tell each and every one of you what you need to do before you leave the gym today. I'm gonna tell you whether or not I want you back. I'm gonna tell you whether or not I think you have what it takes to be able to get there. Juan, how many guys did you see that have potential?
I think some of you guys have talent, but some of the things that are holding y'all back is only things that you can control. It's all about how bad you want. With some of you guys, I'll just say this: like some of you guys with jobs, you got to work tomorrow at 9 in the morning. How many of you guys would go out drinking till 7 a.m. and show up at work at 9? None of y'all, right? Like let's go to downtown Orlando. Let's go to Daytona. Let's go drink till 7 in the morning. You want to be a professional man. Like it's not high school. It's not college. You don't have people there. You don't have a support system that is going to nurture you until they see the potential.
So this is coming from a guy who's been around the block a time or two. And you know, he's got a lot of connections. He knows a lot of people, but he knows the industry very well. And I enjoy being around people like him, Thomas Roscoe, Daryl Armstrong, Thurl Bailey. I mean, I talk to people all the time about what they look for in players and what they look for in camps and exposure leagues and what it's going to take to build my league up to where it needs to be and brand it correctly to where my guys can be able to be on a competitive level. For those of you who don't know, I just found out recently that the Orlando Magic are trying to bring a D-League team down here. Although they own the Erie Bayhawks up north, they want to try to bring a D-League team down here in the Southeast. Why? Because there's no Southeast team down here. How many of you guys have tried out for the D-League? You try out for the D-League? And how much you pay? How much you pay? And let's be honest, how often does the D-League actually look for anybody?
With D-League tryouts, like they know who they want. Like when you go to a D-League tryout, they have a list of 20 guys that they invite or they tell about, they know to come, and then everybody else is just like that's their biggest fundraiser.
Yeah, it's just a number.
Yeah,
it's a number. So when players put on their resume that they were part of the doesn't mean either. way, when you get there, you have to say, age is a big factor. You're 26, 27, you ain't never gone nowhere. Now, for those of you who don't know, I have a lot on my plate. A lot. None of you know about my personal life, except for the very few of you. Y'all have no idea. Y'all give me y'all's problems every day. See, I can text all day long. Coach, I can't do this. Coach, I can't do this. Coach, I ran into this. Coach, I ran into this problem. I get it. I understand. But come on, man. I have a life. It's not a good life right now. Let me just tell you that. Calvin has been with me. He's been with me. Probably one of the longest guys I had. Calvin's been with me. Terrence has been with me. The boys been with me. These guys have been with me since last year. And you can see that boys got some talent. You can see Terrence got some talent. You can see Calvin got some talent. Boys you started with me about 3 or 4 months ago. But look, I know he can play. 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 You know they all know that. But the problem is that these guys work. They work. You can't come to my house. You come to my house and steal my. I don't let you do that. You still have work out equipment that you'll never get back to me. I already took it back from you. So I'm telling you. Please, don't mind coming to my house to work out, but then you all that. Yeah, see here whenever I come back to fine. In the 10 days that I had these guys with Daryl Armstrong. That's all it took for Daryl to call me up and say, Coach, you got a case. One of those 5 players went to go run their mouth to another player to say that the workouts